Hey guys, it's Josh. Today we're going to go over ExtraHop 8.2. There's some cool new features I just wanted to showcase. This is by far not an exhaustive list of everything that's in it. For that, go out to the release notes. You can do that at docs.extrahop.com. Use your login, and you can review everything that was pushed into this release. So, what are some of the things that I like from this release? Let's take a look. So, first and foremost, you're going to notice on the assets page, they really made this a little more usable. So the devices by protocol activity is nice, and it's all on the same page. You can still see your active devices and devices by role. I really like that as far as an ability to just kind of understand what's happening. Some of the cool things are in your device group. So I'll go out here and I'll click on VPN clients. You're going to quickly notice that in this filter bar up here, it's going to show you the filter that created this device group. And you can go in here and add more filters, protocols, other things to be able to understand and view different types of criteria based on what you want to see. And so it's nice to just, we've always had that, but it's been up and hidden in these three dots, and now it's right here to kind of show you exactly what you're looking at. This top group members is new too, which I really like. So you just see like, what am I seeing? What is this? My kid's Nintendo is part of it, or my Ring, like what's going on? What's it communicating with? What are these devices that are in this? And it quickly just showcases and shows them right in the forefront here. Another big one that we've added is going to be cloud services. So we're analyzing the data and understanding when you're communicating out to Google Drive, OneDrive, Zoom, whatever it is, and you can quickly go in here and start to see all those communications on a per group or your entire infrastructure. So it's a nice way to be able to understand what those cloud services are, be able to click in and see like, all right, I want to understand, who's, using Zoom. Let me do by group member. That's my laptop that I'm on right now. I can quickly see all the details. Social laptop. Now I can click on the laptop. And I can actually see on the individual device, not the device group, I can actually see all the information about that particular connections out to cloud services. So we've always had the bandwidth, but now we have this really cool cloud services to see, what's leaving your network, what's leaving your infrastructure, who's communicating, is that shadow IT or potentially lots of data moving to services that you might not support or you want to understand why. And this is the actual details that's driving these charts. So it's really cool stuff. You notice here, you've got the cloud services link, which I've already shown you, but you can also click AWS. And that's going to show you a very specific dashboard for S3 traffic and other AWS traffic. We're seeing this based on SSL, IP, URI connections that are known to be AWS, and we're constantly updating it. And you can actually look inside and see the actual S3 buckets. My demo, my lab doesn't have it, but it's really cool information to be able to analyze what's moving back and forth to AWS as well as all my other cloud services. So really neat stuff there. So I'm excited about what the potential holds for that, because cloud is obviously a huge part of what everyone's doing, and connecting into cloud on-prem versus just someone on a VPN versus what they're connecting for hosted services is very useful. A couple other things. So when you're in a device group, you obviously have the filters here. If I click activity map here, one of the things that's changed is we're having these offender and victim roles on activity maps and within the detections. So I can see the red is a detection when it's an offender, and you can see that's a victim. And so I can quickly understand who my offenders are, who's potentially been breached, versus who my victims are, who's actually been being attacked or potentially has malware or other security issues with them where they're the victim of that behavior. So it's really a good way to visualize and make use of activity maps within your environment. Detections have changed a little bit too from that perspective, so you can see that same information from a victim and an offender with the red and green here as well, helping you give more insights onto that. So you can see, and we've also added that as the summarization here. So in short, this release is cool because it's got the ability to do assets here. So you add the devices by protocol activity, which is nice. The device groups has changed up a little bit too to when you go into VPN clients. I can see all in my actual device group, I can see all the top group members, and then the cloud services, and for me, and AWS is the biggest one here. So I'm able to understand what are the cloud services that are running this group or this device, and then what is the actual AWS, Azure, whatever it is, the associated details, the traffic, the S3 buckets, individual detections that we've added. It just automatically starts happening. So check out the release notes for all the full detail of this release. And then when you're comfortable, upgrade your ExtraHop to 8.2 because it's got a lot of cool features. Thanks, guys.